Smooth operator.
Meme!
Oh.
Look at you.
Oh.
You who were once so proud. Go now and never return.
Hell yeah. Also, I realized, I think in the past... Who do you think the killer is? Well, we're going to talk about that first. As soon as I could go live on YouTube, what the fuck? I feel a cat under me. So, again, I'm worried. I am worried that the game is still treating me like a baby because all the clues point to Toko, the girl who has clearly been freaking out since day one, calling people names and shit, showing clear signs of multiple personalities. Now, again, that is most likely who the culprit is, but I'd like to assume that this game is treating me smarter or treating me like an adult. I don't know that, though. The thing is, how was she able to pick up that weight? Unless she's buff as fuck. I mean, it's possible that she picked up the weight because, I don't know. Now, who else could it be? I don't know. I really don't. I don't have any speculations. I mean, it would make sense since Toko has this crazy secret about, like, not people. She doesn't want people to know her secret. But it's like, bro, was it really worth killing someone over? Is it really worth? Maybe if you stop. How dare you, Data? That was supposed to be a secret that I exposed. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It really, it could be Toko, but I don't know. I mean, it's most likely Toko. I wonder if Harvey's gonna be on, but I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, just I'm technically not ready. Hold up. I gotta like God, Opera is so bad. Alright. Alright, what's wrong with my PlayStation? Turn on now. Is it the HDMI? Ads? It's fine. We're not ready yet. Okay. I'm back. What up? I'm trying to get the PS5 to turn on. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Ooh. All right. It's probably the HDMI, which. Why is it not working? Hello. Is there another HDMI cord around here, around this room? All right. Be right back. Don't do nothing stupid. have returned. All right. Death to all who oppose me. Oh yeah. We should have the Tangia bot back. It's been a while. Alright. Okay, restart it. Just gotta wait. Klaus, what are you doing in there? Klaus, I don't trust you. Oh. You know where the bathroom is, Klaus. Don't do that. You finished this trial. Interesting. Why isn't this working? Hold up. It'd be so awesome if you would just fucking work. What? It would be so cool if you could just flippin' work. Okay, what the fuck? Come on now, it's literally so stupid. It's like, just fucking connect. They didn't have a audio. All right. This is literally what this is. Come on. Turn on, goddamn. Is that the fucking controller? Oh my god, is it the fucking HDMI? Goddamn. Why are none of the HDMI cords working? Can't punch it. Alright. I'm gonna do this dumb experiment now. It's not the HDMI. The HDMI clearly works. I'm telling you, I make it so simple. I set up everything so simply. Make it things so simple. And things still don't want to work. I don't understand. Why isn't this working? Alright, I believe you. I'm using... No, it's literally just like the HDMI is not turning on. And I don't know why. Just... The capture card is just not recognizing it, and it's not, like, accepting it. It's like it doesn't... Hold up. I have to just make a new source. Hold up. God, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. So unbelievably stupid. I set everything up, man. Everything is literally supposed to work. Let's try this. Oh my god. Why does that work? Why? I don't get it. Why does plugging in? Oh my god, man. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. PCs fucking suck when it comes to goddamn fucking USB ports and fucking. Now it's picking it up because I plugged it directly into my PC instead of a fucking what's it called? I have a thing because I have so many things that plug into my PC. But apparently just god, it's so stupid. Just even explaining it just gives me a headache. No, it's up now. It's so stupid. The real problem is I can't plug in too many things, or it's just like, oh, too many things are plugged into me. And it's like, you're a fucking computer. I have my headset, my microphone, I have my Elgato, and my mouse. And I can't plug in a fifth thing because it's just too much for the goddamn... Alright, we're good. Danganronpa. Look at it. Look at it. Aha. Danganronpa. The cat, yes, the cat, it does. Alright, now that I'm fucking 17 minutes late, god damn. Dude, I'm sweaty now, Jesus. I'm like, ugh. You know it means the cat. Oh yeah, Shadow should be up and running. Should be.
Data Persona 2 player asked me, doesn't Elgato mean the cat? Yeah, Elgato does mean the cat in Spanish. Why do you ask?
Don't ask it. No more. Only ask it important questions going forward. Don't be asking it like simple questions you know the answer to. Alright. Alright, now that we're finally here. Alright, so what was I saying? I think Koto... Wait, hold up. Let me try something. Alright, just want to make sure I'm not, like, blasting. By the way, if there's ever a time my audio is bad or, like, it's too loud, just let me know and I can lower it. It really helps. No, they didn't name a camera after it. They named a capture card. That's how I'm able to do this stuff. Hold up. My meme drum, like... That's what's gonna sound like when we kill the person who killed Chiriho. Bro, yeah, it's probably Toko. We don't need to present, and we don't need anything. Oh, she's not marked as dead. She's still alive? Chihiro. Why did it have to be her? No. Where? You son of a bitch. This is our most likely... this is our #1 suspect. Alright, boys. We don't need any more review. Let's do this. We missing someone. Is it Byakuya? Where is he?
Yo.
Toko's not here. Oh. How do you not know who Toko is?
Come on!
Forget little nut job. Damn. Part of the...
What are you gonna do?
Run and drag her out. Just like her dragging Toko behind her. Oh, she's so guilty. Told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag me. Oh, shit. Everyone's here, right? So to the elevator, and let's get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Who killed Chihiro? She was so gentle, so calm and meek. I would have any problem with her. Damn, this is gonna show me again. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Murder is one of us, among us. Someone standing right here, right next to Mondo, or not? Yeah, Mondo and Celeste. Someone. This girl. Oh no, I wonder who it is.
It's true.
Yes. You must reply. One last deep breath for that elevator shaky legs. My heart staring. I know, man. This is how I'm feeling. I'm fucking shaking. The elevator began to descend. I couldn't handle my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sound deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated, isn't it so fresh, so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all.
Well?
Okay, then let's get this show on the road. That's what he said earlier.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Find your assigned seats. Ah! The curtain opened once again. Deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Let's get it. Whew. All right. We're going to be allows you to reload. Don't forget to equip. Yep. Looks like we only put one. Yeah, we only put one. Here's the influence gauge by 2. Might as well get the bullet capacity, I'd say. I don't see why not. I'm gonna go with this. Let's get it!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Mm-hmm.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Wait, why is he deciding what we talk about? We first have to make that clear. Where's you deliver the fatal blow? Alright. It more than likely was the weight, the dumbbell. Yeah. Easy.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, I fucking... Oh, it's triangle. Oh my god.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
How do I,
According to the Monokuma file, the killer kind of blunt. I bet it was an iron. Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
It's so fast! Alright, I know, obviously...
It appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt. What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I know what it
I bet it
is.
was an iron pipe.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Let's get that out of the way right the fuck now.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh god, Hero is a dumbass? What you talking about? Wait, who's Hero again?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no
the
room
clairvoyant.
for doubt on this one.
Yeah, I will say it's like, oh, I wonder what the murder weapon was, and it's like, there's like a fucking dumbbell right there with blood on it. Yeah.
Looked at her head wound?
Hell yeah, I'm the ultimate investigator or spy or cop or something.
Yes! That's so creepy!
Is it though?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Oh shit. He is getting right down to it.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh my god.
What? For real?
Yep.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Did he really kill? The little man has been added to nonsense. For this bait, lines of white nose will appear to... Obstacles in your debate, but there's a way to keep the white noise from getting in your way. Attach a silencer in which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you... Alright. White noise?
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No!
So, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
It blocked me?
So, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Oh my god, yes.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong.
Nope. We got a case file.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Motherfucker.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic.
Claims of
and
disaster.
it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Suspending.
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Hell yeah, we're working together, tag teaming.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
That Genocide Jack is among us.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
Yeah, fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Hell yeah.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Case closed, guys. We don't need to do this. Oh god, that is so funny. We don't need to do this anymore, guys. We're done here. Pack it up. Oh. Oh god. Exposed.
What?
Oh god. All right. Let's see what they have to say.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
Nope, I got proof.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Multiple person.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Playing Civilization 6 with all the DLC installed is absolutely funny. You have natural disasters 5 minutes into my game. A volcano hit my town and killed everyone. A tornado sucks my other
It's gonna
town
spell
up, and
schizo.
a meteor shower killed the enemy.
It's gonna spell schizo. Schizo. What? Wait. Did I? I need help.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet!
Did I fuck up? I say this... Did I spell skits wrong?
Now I understand.
What the fuck? The game actually...
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Oh my god, shut up. You're just simping for her.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it!
Got it.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She made her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah. She literally fucking said it.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
From him getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Yep.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
What the fuck? I just provided all this evidence.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
How do you know all this?
What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Oh?
She told me a most interesting story.
What?
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Oh, shit.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
She ain't denying.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
He's like, sorry, hun.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
He got a point.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
I have an STD. I'm so sorry to hear about that. You should get that checked out.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
Oh, shit.
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Oh.
But in spite of that promise...
Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control over it.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, no.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Damn, shots fired! Hold up. Hold up. Shots fired!
I hate you.
About to just play this.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Uh-oh, bring him out, bring him out.
You don't mean...
Suddenly lunged back. What the fuck? Thud echoed across the corner, but in the next second.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Why is her tongue so long? Huh?
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Genocide. Oh, because she turns UD8, UDG. I don't know what you're talking about. What's that supposed to mean?
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
There better not be no spoiler.
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality.
How do you kill someone with split personality? The third game.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Bro, she's memeing on us.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Murder Scene Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane. She's the ultimate murderer. Hello, Data.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Why'd you just expose yourself?
What's up? Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Huh?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to me to that creepazoid!
That creepazoid.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless!
Okay.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Damn.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Bro, her tongue.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Bro, which parts are you kidding?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Or is it?
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Love you.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Jack.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
She's not saying no. She's not saying yes.
Sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh. This game is throwing me for a loop. Whew.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's told her about that, but... Alright.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong.
Something with the body.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
The scissors.
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
The scissors.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Bruh.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with...
A pair of scissors. Oops, I skipped
Chihiro
it.
died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
But no, wait. She didn't have a sewing kit.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Bloodlust. What about it?
And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Are you?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide Jack case.
Men.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Lolly girl. Brother. Okay. Whew. All the victims you notice is that they're all men.
A gun! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys?
Yep.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it!
Bruh.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Yeah, that's
Quiet, lowly cur!
lowly.
Lowly? Cur?
Isn't cur like a name, an insult to like a stupid person?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Uh-oh.
Don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, the sewing sets.
She's fully equipped!
Man, maybe put those away.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Damn.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Or someone who's trying to be a copycat and frame Toko. That would be... It was Leon again!
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yikes.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened,
hadn't you?
Yikes.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
No.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Hold up now, hold up. We don't know that.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
When you started avoiding fucking breakfast meetings?
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But that knowledge, was that knowledge available?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
All right.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
Shut up.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, he's wrong!
Marie.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Exactly.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Doesn't even care. You've got him cornered, but he's acting like it's nothing to do with
What's the
him.
matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, I use my very... And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you...
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, it's wrong.
Yep. You had to have.
Actually,
The lamp.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say,
The cord.
that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Did any of you even look at the body?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's trying to psych you out.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still,
No. This is our lives.
there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Something's not right. But does that mean... Can I really accept Byakuya said that... Something wrong.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
You got a thong? That's a flip-flop.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
Interesting. Anyway, I gotta use the bathroom. Ooh, I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, back. Alright. Alright.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Yep, I do.
I believe I do.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
The rugs. Huh? That wasn't it? It wasn't the posters?
I got it!
What?
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Oh!
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel.
Bruh.
But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Ah, the good old switching the posters.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
The coffee-stained rug.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yep.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible. What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Nope. You can take the dead ones, Leon's.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Oh, can't believe I was right.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Bruh.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
I don't
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
I'm trying to remember.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh? Are we allowed to do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
A fucking recess.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
All right. Put on hold. We had it off. Was it the warehouse?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Yeah, we didn't.
Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
Bruh.
No, wait.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Nah.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Oh, so now she just says it. I've been saying this since the first episode, those two.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Oh. Oh, no. Please don't go there. Oh, don't. Did someone assault her? Ooh. Oh, my God. Wow, this game is...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is...
Oh. A boy. Oh my.
Is what?
Is a boy.
Woo, boy, I take back everything that I said about this. I will never have favorites ever again. Chihiro is a fucking... Wait. Oh my god. Wow.
That's no good.
Data, how long did you know this? Data, did you see this? I am no longer taking favorites because now I'm worried Oh my fucking god. I was at first going to say, like, oh, someone assaulted her. That's why she was hiding. He. Oh, that face.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Yeah, this ain't funny.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Damn. R.I.P. my bro.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Shut the fuck up.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Alright, Celeste, you were the last person.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually
Crash.
a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Big spoiler.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yes, was a guy I never
And
thought.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
I call dibs.
You called dibs? On what?
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Well, okay, we get it now, game.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Yeah, it's okay, because I was about to say it's broken, so...
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it.
Jesus Christ! That is so loud.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Why is he talking about his body like that? There's a certain...
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh no, Data's on spam mode.
Your colorful art.
Bro, it's going crazy. Yeah. Chihiro was a boy. I'm back from the ads. Oh, that's what you were doing? You were spamming me with...
This is the most titillating situation!
Titillating.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Bruh.
Very interesting. This has become
The
very
loudest.
interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
Yeah.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
I didn't accuse anyone. I just stated what was fact.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
But, is it?
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be Byakuya. I just, this trial's throwing me.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Hey.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Strange,
isn't it?
What the fuck?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
What? You were... What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe.
Bang.
You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Oh, no.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
He probably thought it was Toko, so he decided... Boo, yeah, boo this guy. He probably thought it was Toko, so he wanted the evidence to be, like, crystal clear who it was.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Celeste. It's gotta be her. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Exactly.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
I don't know.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Yes.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Yeah.
I got it!
The crime scene was...
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Fuck!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did? Well, clues are. Did nobody get a? I'm sure if someone saw the. Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Shoot!
Fuck! I was so certain.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing.
Did nobody get? I'm sure if someone saw the. Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new...
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
Wrong. Celeste did.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Sakura.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
A blue one.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
I don't...
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he... First of all, we know where he was on his way to... So next we have to ask, why did he choose...
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, it's wrong.
Can't believe I got that.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What I...
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Well...
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just... Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh, Mondo, no fucking chance.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Your lovers.
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Chihiro.
Talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it,
it was
Chihiro
gone.
made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who...
Hell nah.
What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Oh, Mondo, what the fuck?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
This music, what the fuck?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him.
There was a certain turning point. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo. You only call guys dude. For girls, and after he was killed, you happened to refer to him. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You didn't notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Did I not get that right?
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I didn't say nothing about it.
He would never do something like that. This is a
Oh no, here we
false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Yeah, you said you knew something, you fucking weirdo.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Nah, spill the beans.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up. Shoot!
I got it!
My bad.
You know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any
Oh.
evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right.
They're not. They're not supposed to be
They're
destroyed.
totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
I know.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Illegal.
Illegal to use your meme.
I got it!
Hitting its weak point.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Heat.
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their
Oh
example?
man. Oh no.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and
Yeah.
totally break.
Damn.
I flippin' knew it.
Flippin'. Hey, gunshot.
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
And which two guys were in the hot tub or the...
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness?
Like Sonic.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
I would wear Havoc.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
2 people.
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook... Here's my answer.
Oh.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because that's your boyfriend.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Or would he?
I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Fuck.
Shoot!
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he said you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No.
Look, Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Fuck. I fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that.
Let's test Makoto.
If what he said you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Shoot!
Oh, this is getting spicy.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
You broke your own hand. In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Shoot!
Oh no, I died. Are you calling me? What? What? It should be clean.
Okay, so I can put the stuff that's in the dryer in your basket?
Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet!
Alright, hold up. I need to think, because this is fucking hard. Makoto's the killer, if only.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he said, you broke your own handbook. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
This is the only option left. I just...
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it.
Bro is dead.
There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
More interesting.
As such, I
feel like these are the words Data's been saying to me for multiple months now. Follow me. He says, make things interesting. This is literally you, Data.
agree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
Oh,
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become clear.
Oh, whoa, this is... This is a tough one. Hold up. Ah, I'm fucking up. Okay, hold up. Let me think.
Here's exactly what
All right,
happened.
I may be wrong on a few of them.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
What's that? You want uppies?
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
The song is fucking crazy good.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
That's not it.
The killer is
Okay.
you! With bag in hand, she made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Ah. Is it as simple as that?
Killer is you! But how?
No. I'm just.
What happened.
That's what I was gonna say.
With bag in hand, she made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim?
The fuck you talking about? What? I don't think there's a... I tried that. I tried that. I don't know what it could be. Wait, oh.
The killer is
All right.
you. With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Can you explain?
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Huh? Oh my god. I literally put it together. Yeah. Sure, whatever.
I refuse to give up yet.
Well, it's good to know you can never fail these. Alright. Fucking hell. I gotta start over. This game does make me feel smart. I don't know what these last two are, so I'm gonna have to wing it. I don't know.
First,
Yep.
last night that with bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room. Specifically, but how could the victim...
I feel dumb sometimes, but also I feel smart.
Simple, which is why he was able to use his own... Once... It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster,
Okay, I didn't think that was it, really.
here's exactly what happened. Which is why...
Oh, fuck.
Here's exactly what happened.
Alright. I just don't know. I'm trying to think.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide
Also,
the
these are
act.
just images. I can't think
First,
with just images.
pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then remove... And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
But how did he get
A
in?
girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
Ah,
Using
okay.
one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
The question is why.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood,
Too bad. I'm
he
sorry.
left a grisly message there at the scene of
sorry.
the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Yeah. I didn't think that was it either. I was just...
The killer is you!
Wait. Fuck. What the fuck?
The killer is you! And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence.
Majimoto
Chihiro's
code,
handbook.
but as a ball.
And just as the killer expected, The steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Why would he do this?
That's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Brain shatter.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
A new element. Check DMs. Lamau. That looks edited on, but if he's holding a flag, that's funny. Like 20 minutes. You gotta be patient. We're in the middle of a class trial. Favorite time, a tempo will be focused to the max. I might have to buy that then. Oh, I get to, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Is it because we're fighting two people?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh my god. I can't focus on everything.
I refuse to give up yet.
What if you just say no? Hold up. One sec. You can't be calling me like this. You find it? What? You haven't found it? Oh. Could this wait? I'm doing something.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt.
What the fuck? Alright, hold up.
I refuse to vote.
Do I just sit here and fucking take it?
False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Alright, goddamn, that was so...
The thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Why?
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on.
Lamau.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Damn. Damn, 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 damn. What was it?
What? Unbelievable.
You refuse to believe it.
Sorry.
What is this?
Bro is shook.
Now then. Actually...
Sad story of two men. Oh, I want to hear it. There was once a young boy, and his name was Chiri Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. Hear things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried further and further into that weakness. To take on that fragile form of a petite young girl, he had chosen that was his way out. Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not easily weeded out. And as it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't despair. Said it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Lovely and hateful Monokuma announced that revealing embarrassing secrets, which of course includes Shigeru's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
Anyone would find out no matter the cost. If that revealed, it would be the end. The harness shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured out being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
But...
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motive himself to become stronger.
That's right. I want to change.
Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll be better. With that in front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. So he made the command to begin exercising. He prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance to get at it.
Hey,
Started exciting. He thought it would be asked for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person for secret first, but then asked them to help. The person we went to was...
that's right.
His manly promises were...
Uh-huh.
A strong man that cheered God. I was inspired. Maybe talking to Mono about it will help give me some courage. So we went to ask Mono for help becoming strong. I'm actually very upset. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very emotionally... I'm, like, actually sad. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever become able... Or... would ever come close to that. Would come close to that. Mondo did what he did to keep... What did he... You mean...
Indeed.
But why did he fucking kill her? Dude. Well, we were gonna find out.
Certainly.
But...
Because...
Yeah.
I knew it.
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
And there's the height of folly.
Hey,
That's crazy. Yeah, that doesn't
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier. Do it. You're gonna peaches and gravy.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier. Could have this game went through. Almost every day Mondo heard the gossip whisper from the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just... Don't fuck with me.
Fault, but I never blamed for it to happen. So he got stupid and got himself killed. For what happened, Mondo's lie became the truth. Seems so bad he's willing to tell all kinds of lies.
I just... Yeah.
He realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, it was just another weakling that could die in an instant. A full mind announced, revealing embarrassing secrets of the police. I couldn't let the other gang find out. If that happened, everything would have just been ruined, and everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death and skill to have been carrying all around have been for nothing. So that's why I Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, I felt with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. Anything like it before.
I just...
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned into a rock-hard lump of anxiety weighed down in the stomach. And it was right around then that Chiricode asked me to start working out with him. But there, he told me a secret.
I'm sorry.
But why?
Huh?
I know you would. Bro, nothing's gonna bro.
I want to change.
Like he was exposing a lie he'd been living.
You piece of... What? What?
Let's just be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
Weakness to try to overcome it. My man. I never had, so I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me.
What?
No! What's wrong?
Damn you!
Failure in my damn insecurities.
I just wanted to
just admire you. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time. I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. Aggressive, so angry. He had that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. Weakness, like, within a heart, like this, and it turned into cold-blooded. God damn it. Cold. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in here? Because I sure don't.
Yep.
It can't be.
Did they forget?
Well now.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Michael being here.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
That is... Wow, that is fucked up.
What is this?
Naturally.
Hey. However,
What?
Anything's more interesting.
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
What?
Well...
Wow.
That's right.
Oh.
I see.
But...
The Mondo Butter. Jesus, that's fucked up, bro. Like, there's been some fucked up deaths in this series. I mean, I've only seen the first two, but that is just fucked. That is fucked up.
Interesting.
I'm black and I know.
Correct.
Data Persona Q2 player asked me, introducing a new product coming to stores nearby you. I can't believe it's Mondo Butter.
Mondo Butter.
Butter, huh? That's quite a twist, isn't it? Just when you think you've seen it all, something wild like Mondo Butter comes along.
Does he even know?
Help but wonder what that's like. In a world full of chaos and unpredictability, maybe Mondo Butter is the hero we
Does
didn't
he even know?
Needed. Let's just hope it doesn't end up like some twisted Danganronpa trial.
How he knows.
Indeed.
Listen to you start moving on.
What's this?
You.
It's not just for you.
What?
It's original. 84. It's a giant meme. Yeah, I've Monokuma, my goat. He is the goat, but he's also the bear. I'm not. These punishments are meant for the transformer. I'm hoping to just. Mean.
What the heck?
Oh, he's malfunctioning.
Ooh, how exciting!
That's enough.
Childish criminal. Though I've achieved a complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find and kill you, understand? Have you watched the anime? So I'm actually watching the anime as I go along in the story. I'm trying to keep a very cautious pace, though, and not try to get too ahead. Average Shinken drama experienced. Repeating themselves in this chapter. Oh yeah, that's just the thing.
In the name of my family.
You're getting all riled up!
It's like you're the main character of a video game. Okay, did I not say... Did I not say at the beginning of Project Eden's Garden that I said everyone has main character syndrome? Like they're the main character? This guy is literally the main character. I will kill you, Jesus. Someone needs a nap. Oh, speaking of nap, man. That makes total sense. Data, I'm not gonna lie, I was almost crying when I was hearing Chihiro's death, or Chihiro's reasoning for hiding everything. I was actually almost about to cry. I was in the end, the killing game was so continued because Masamune will let in the end for those so alive, worst fears of despair kept on, and a kind of despair that kept feeling like a blind puppy in hell. Was courage our effort, our friendship, it felt like an amounted all in was the worst kind of despair. What's this?
Anyway, like I was saying...
Oh, ooh, what's this, the 16th student?
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
What the fuck?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
What? What girl? Are you talking about... Wait. What girl?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
What's going on?
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Well, he's talking about the investigator girl.
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
What the fuck?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Make things more exciting? Is that Data? Is that actually Data Persona?
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Everyone wants to see. What the
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
You 16th high school student?
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What the fuck? It's her. It's so sad. It's the fucking investigator. It has to be. Ooh, I got a coat. The crazy diamond. Wait, but why is it's a coat? Alright, boys, we did it. Another trial. Another emotional roller coaster of a fucking ride. Holy shit. These games are literally sending me on fucking roller coasters. And I kind of like it. I'm over here fucking shivering and crying over here. Sniff, sniff, snarf, snarf. Ooh.
I know I shouldn't cry,
Wait, how old is she?
but
Also, this girl definitely loves Sakura.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
I can't take it anymore.
Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here.
Hey, bro, we all want to get out.
If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Suicide. No. No. Donuts. That'll cheer me up. Yeah, you like donuts. Ooh. Did we just switch main characters? Hold up. I'll save it in a minute, but glazed donuts, jelly.
Okay.
What? Breaking the nighttime rule, but not. It's a communicator.
But
what the fuck is going? What the fuck? What the fuck is going? This farm for fan service? Oh damn. What the fuck was that? We're in ads. Oh, hold up. What the fuck? Someone faked their death. I don't know. Fucking. But no, Mondo. Why would Mondo. Sakura and Fujimi. That's such a crazy combo to see them. Let me know when you're back. Okay, I believe you.
oh,
She's full of energy, which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then,
How about that?
Bro is shook.
Impossible.
He's so close, finds out.
Well, it's like
Maybe. I mean, but is that really gonna help? There's no way the game is gonna let us.
Well,
Food, clothes, everything. In fact, this is what downside was that you long for.
okay.
So, violence. All right, yeah, this guy. All right, that's a that's a fine. So, we're done. All right, boys, and well, I don't know if everyone here is a boy or a guy, but ladies, gentlemen, now's a good time to stop. All right. Oh, my mouse died. I'd like to introduce you to my friend. What? Who? Eddie? What, should we raid them or something? Is that what you're wanting? By the way, I won't be playing this. I will not be playing this. Yes, okay. Fuck, my mouse is dead and I can't fucking... I need a cord. Wednesday we're gonna go back to Shadow the Hedgehog, and then... Meh, I don't know. If I get some time for some... Oh, wait. I don't even know if I'm gonna be streaming Wednesday because, Mother's Day. I have a late Mother's Day celebration, so we'll see, honestly. But I need a break from this game. Alright, let's reject all the... or refund everything, including Data's crazy. Let's go raid. And, yeah, let's, Oh my god, I don't want to see all this. I'm fucking, like... Because I'm playing this game... The Steam, Twitch wants me to watch other people. Alright, let's get this raid going. We got 5 people. Mewtwo eats snacks. I won't be there too long, but I'll be there for a minute. Alright, let's get it.